Morning students. Today we learn first unit intermediate zoology. First topic is the living of biodiversity. So in previous class we studied about that what is biology and definition, and what is zoology, living of organisms, and the locomotory of organisms in zoology, and father of zoology is Aristotle. And the next one is the branches of zoology. So in this way, taxonomy, cytology, and evolution, and physiology, and parasitology. If in case you don't watch that video, so please subscribe my channel and listen that previous class in my YouTube channel. So today we continuation in part 1, unit 1, levels and hierarchy of classification. So approximately in earth 1.7 to 1.8 millions of the animals can be recognized. So in this way 1.25 millions of the animals can be considered as a names and classification of organisms. So these can be done with the help of some obligate categories. Taxon steps can be followed according to the ICZN. So International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So today we learn about levels and hierarchy of classification. So human beings are not only interested to knowing more about different kinds of organisms and their diversities, but also the relationship among them. So in this way, a lot of different organisms can be identifying, and in this way some of the organisms can be ready to classification of the organisms. So these branch of the study is referred to as systematics. So right, so taxonomic hierarchical includes 7 obligate categories, namely Nana. So one is the kingdom, phylum, and third one is the class, and fourth one is the order, family, and the sixth one is the genus, and seventh one is the species or subspecies. So in 3 domains, so some of the cases we are using that subspecies also. So in this way you can see in the diagrammatic representation, Nana. So one, kingdom. So kingdom means, so already I told in previous class, Nana. So according to Whittaker, 5 kingdom classification you can find, Nana. So in this way, plant kingdom and animalia kingdom and protista kingdom. Okay, so fungi kingdom. So some of the kingdoms is there, Nana. So today we can really focus only on animal kingdom. So next one is the scientific name. Why we can use the scientific name for the animals? So we have name kind by our elders. So some of the name kind by our elders. So what about remaining other animals, Nana? So in this way, according to the some of the scientists, great scientists Linnaeus and Haeckel, and some of the scientists can be some steps can be followed in this way. So according to the ICZN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, so in this way 7 categories can be, steps can be recognized in hierarchy of classification. So here we can see with the example of human being, Nana. So what is the scientific name of human being? Why we can use the scientific name for the animals? So for example, human beings in English called as humans, and in Telugu Manavudu, or in Hindi Admi, and what about in Tamil, and what about in Malayalam, and what about in Kannada? So that is the regional language. So for the confirmation of the worldwide using of the only one language is using for the animal identification or classification. So in this way, according to ICZN rules, so we are following the scientific name, Nana. So in the scientific name mainly using of the by nomenclature. What is by nomenclature, Nana? So together words of the genus and species is called as scientific name. So in this way we can see the example with that human being, ourselves. So kingdom. So first one is the hierarchical step. Kingdom, animalia or animals. And second one is the phylum or phyla belongs to Chordata. Chordata means having a spinal cord or notochord. So in this way, non-chordates also seen, nana. So these non-chordates phylums can be divided into up to 9 phylums, nana, Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, something. So up to 9 phylums, they are not having of any spinal cord or notochord. So that's why the non-chordates. So human being have the chordates having of spinal cord. So that's why phylum belongs to chordates. And the next one is the class. Class is the mammals having of mammary glands and oviparous organisms, mammalia. So this is the class. And next one is the order. Primates, monkeys or chimpanzees and human beings also belongs to order of primates. And the family is the Hominidae. And the next one is the genus is the Homo, and the final one is the species is the Sapiens. So together called as the genus and species name is Homo sapien is the scientific name of human being. And so Linnaeus was the first taxonomics to establish define hierarchical taxonomic categories called the taxon. So Linnaeus only kind the 5 taxon. Na? So one is the kingdom, and second one is the class, and third one is the order, and fourth one is the genus, and fifth one is the species. So this is most important for the MSET and NEET bits. Na? So Linnaeus kind only 5 taxonomics names: kingdom and class, order and genus, finally is the species. So only one taxon, phylum, is introduced by the scientist of Haeckel in 1888. And first one is the kingdom. So all multicellular, non-saprozoic and heterotrophs are included in the kingdom Animalia. So these are the animals. Why? Because none are having of the multicellular organisms. So some of the animals can be seen in school education. Amoeba and protozoa having of only single cell unicellular organisms. So in this way, developed organisms like human beings and some of the chordates can be highly developed organisms having of more than 2 or something thousands and some lakhs, some crores of the cells having. So that's why called as a multicellular organisms. And in the second one is the phylum. So it includes one or more classes. Nana. So you can see in one hint. Nana. So what is the phylum is called one or more classes together called as phylum. If in case what is the class, Nana? So one or more related orders is called as one class. And together closely relationship between the animals is called as more than one or two, that is called as one order. So in this way you can remember, Nana. So what is phylum? It includes one or more classes. So what is the classes, Nana? Here chordata. So in chordata we have the 5 classes, Nana. So one is the vertebrate, in vertebrates 5 classes, Nana. One is the pisces, fishes, and amphibians, frogs and reptiles, some of the snakes and lizards and birds, and final one is the mammals. So these classes can be included in the phylum of Chordata. So having of notochord. And the third one is the class. It includes one or more order. So what is the below the class, Nana? Order. So here one or more related order is called as one class. So here example, Mammalia includes Rodentia or rats or something, and Cetacea. So Cetacea here the example for the whales present in the oceans. And fourth one is the it includes order, Nana. So here order it includes assembling of the one or more related families. So what is that families, Nana? Felidae is one of the cats, and Canidae is Canis familiaris is dogs, and Felidae and Canidae included in the carnivora. And fifth one is the family. So it includes one or more related genera or genus and can be distinguished from the other families by important characteristics differences. So Felidae includes cats as well as and something of leopards or cheetah. And sixth one is the genus. It is a group of related species resembling one other in certain characters. In this way, example, Pantheria leo. So this is the scientific name of lion. So we can commonly call as lion. So that lion scientific name is Panthera leo. So in this way, two words now. One is the first word is called as Panthera, and the second word Leo is called as G species. So Panthera leo is the lion scientific name, and Panthera tigris. So this is the tiger scientific name. In both, Panthera is common, so Leo is changed and tigris is changed. Okay. And the final one is the species and subspecies. Species is the basic unit of classification in hierarchical taxonomic system. Species is a group of similar organisms sharing the common gene pool. So this is the most important for the 2 marks as well as MSET bits. So sharing a common gene pool and inbreeding, freely producing fertile offspring. So actively next generation childs can be produced in this way, Nana. So like example is the Panthera leo or lion. So in this way, Panthera is the genus name and Leo is the species name. Right. So nomenclature. So naming of organism is done as per the, I am already told, Nana, some of the guidelines can be followed. That is the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, or shortcutly simply called as ICZN. So this is most important for the 2 marks and as well as MSET and NEET bits, Nana. So what is the full form of the ICZN, or define the ICZN? So that is the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. If in case in botany, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Okay, ICBN also called it in botany. And the binomenclature is used in naming organisms all over the world. So now presently using the binomial nomenclature. What is the binomial? Using of the two words. One is the genus and the second one is the species. So right. So is the great scientist, Nana, already told, Nana, Carolus Linnaeus is the Swedish botanist. So published the botanical nomenclature by using in the 10th edition of his book, that is called as Systema Naturae. He wrote one book, Nana. So in this way, he published what is that step we can be followed and how can be taxon can be identified. Okay. So here example the Homo sapiens. So this is the genus and species name, Nana. And most important for the 2 marks and also MSET and bits na trinomenclature. So it is the extension of the binomial system of the nomenclature, Nana. So what is that binomial, Nana? So in this binomial we are using the two words. So that's why called as binomial, genus and species. So in this trinomenclature, what happened, Nana? So these binomial can be extension, adding of another word. What is that word, Nana? That is the subspecies. So in this way, subspecies word can be added after that species. So that's why called as three-worded name is called as trinomen. Trinomen means having of the genus, and the second one is the species, and third one is the subspecies. So here you can using of the three words, that's why called as trinomenclature. So example for the trinomenclature, one is the Carvus splendens. So already you know the crows. So at our environment nearby our houses. So that is the crow's scientific name is the Carvus splendens. So in India and Pakistan, crows is called as Carvus splendens. So in this way, Carvus is the genus name and splendens is the species name, and the other subspecies is the splendens. So that's why called as Carvus splendens, three-word combination. So that's why called as trinomenclature. And second example in Myanmar, crows is called as Carvus splendens insolens. So this is the Myanmar crows. And the third one is the Carvus splendens protagatus, Sri Lanka crows. So this is the three example most important for the MSET and NEET bits. So what is the crows is called in Pakistan or Myanmar? Carvus splendens is the India and Pakistan, and Carvus splendens insolens is the Myanmar crows, and the final one is the Carvus splendens protagatus. So three words combination, genus and species, and final one adding of the subspecies. So that is the Sri Lanka crow. And the final one is the most important for the 2 marks grades. So this is the tautonymy. So in this way, what is the tautonymy, Nana? The practice of naming the animal in which the generic name and species name are in the same. So it is called as tautonymy. So in this way, both names, generic name or genus name and species name is the same. So that's why called as tautonymy. So here you can see with the example, Nana. So X is axis. So what is X is axis, Nana? This is two words combination. One axis is called as genus or generic name, and the other axis is called as species name. So both words are same. So that's why called as tautonymy. So this is the commonly called as spotted deer, already well known, Nana. And the next second example is the Naja, well known about the Indian cobra. Okay. And the third one example is the Rattus, rat, scientific name, Nana. So in this way, 3 example, genus name and species name, both words is the same, Nana. So generic name and species name is the same pronunciation and same name. So that's why called as tautonymy.